Greetings and salutations, my name is JW608. Today I'm playing Starmade, and we're still on our little planet here, seeing if we can leave the planet. Hopefully that's what we'll be doing very, very shortly. Let's see what's around here. Those are all undiscovered stations. Alright, let's actually start building useful things. We want to change the production here to... No, let's change production to hull. Just regular old gray hull. I guess you could do dark gray because it doesn't require paint. And it'll be produce one gray hull every tick. We also want another factory here, and we're going to hook it up to our cargo system. And I want it to produce thrusters. So we're producing thrusters, we're producing hull. Actually, I'm going to change production. We're going to do factories. We're going to build some more basic factories. Let's see, with this tick, that should be pulled into the, yeah, there we go, into the storage. One more. And we're going to go spell thrusters wrong. Well, just TH, thruster, there we go. Well, that's probably also something else you should build. I like having things dedicated to building particular things. I also like to have a setup of factories that aren't dedicated to building something in particular, but are I can use for the one-off stuff, like we're about to do for that. And we'll just throw those there. Probably going to need more power. We're going to tell you to build power or reactors. You're probably not going to build any power reactors because you don't have any resources. And linking it to the build block is going to do absolutely nothing. And I want you to build a ship core. The heart and the soul of every ship is its core. Alright, so we have a ship core. We have, what am I doing there? I want thrusters and power. And for these hull, thruster, power, ship cores, they just require metal mesh and composite. So you don't have to worry about them, or about finding all this extra stuff. And deactivate those right now. I also would like to produce a salvage computer. And these again just take crystal composite and alloy metal mesh. And salvage array, or salvage module. There we go. Oh, we need more than one. Turn those thrusters back on, turn that hull back on, turn the power reactors back on, and all the stuff back on. Okay. Now here's another trick I like for factories. Build you a button. Building a button, taking all day, which is a logic block. And you can hook this button up to all these factories. I just hit Shift V, and that selects all of the same type. And do something like press that button, and it deactivates. So this is a quick deactivate everything button. Well, actually, it'll turn them on, then turn them off immediately. So it's sort of a fail-safe type deal. There's nothing in production in that one. We want salvage modules there. I also like to label my factories, but for this little temporary setup, we aren't going to do that. Alright. This is probably going to eat through my resources. Yeah, we only got 39 crystal composite left, so Alright, let's build a ship. Turn all that stuff off. I'll give it one more tick. And grab this stuff. Now, hit R while not looking at anything, we get out of the build block. Now here comes the fun part. No space there. You have to find somewhere with space and press X. You get a new ship, you can name it. I'm going to go with the default name. Press R on it to get into it. And there we go. And now we're in build mode for it. Now I like just to put a little power and thrusters on it initially. I do not like to stay, or ships on planets like this are not good. So just a little burst of power straight up, which I have set to Q for me. And we're in space. Congratulations! You have now know how to get to space with just using the resources of a planet. Now, what are you going to do next? Well, that depends on you. Let's see. What I would do next is probably build up the power on this. Then slap a salvage array on it. Let's see. Just a real simple little array. And you don't want these touching. Probably should have built more. G. You select that and you hit 1, and now you can mine. Actually, you can even come back to your own planet. As long as you hold down shift, you shouldn't be affected by gravity. If you let go, gravity's going to take over. Did I build this backwards? No? Oh, I think I'm running out of power. So let's throw more power blocks on, and you're going to want power in specific lines and all that jazz. But we're not going over that today because reasons. Focusing on beams, although I'm not seeing any beams. What have I done wrong? Oh. Always make sure your computer's facing the wrong way, otherwise the beams are going to fly off in a different direction. There we go. Different direction. And now if you want, you can come back to your planet, and it should be easier to mine. Left click to spot mining, like that. While right click fires a sort of a, well, array, if you will. And generally it's better with larger arrays. Right now you're going to be spot mining. And what happens to the resources? When you see the atmosphere flash around you, you know you're not in gravity anymore. Those resources go into your personal inventory. Now you could set it up with a chest and all that, but that's beyond the scope of this. This was just how to get off the planet. And I think that was fun. It was good for me to get back to the basics every so often. Because I have a space station set up if you don't follow my normal things, or my normal Let's Plays. I have a huge space station set up with factories and automated processes and all that. But it's good to come back to the basics, back to the roots every so often, and do things the hard way. And from here, you're probably going to want to find a ship or a shop. Now, typically, if it's just starting out, you're going to be near spawn, and spawn always has a shop on it. So that's going to be easier to find. You're going to want jump drives and all that, but that was beyond the scope of this particular project. This project was just get to space. And we did a little beyond it, because we got to space with a pathetic little spot miner. I don't know, pathetic little spot miner. It's not a bad spot miner. Well, yeah, it is. But anyway, this has been a fun little exercise, and I've been JW608. This has been Starmade I'll dig you cats later. That was the wrong button.